my beautiful people. This is an upload of an old video that I never published. Okay, let's get into it. Yoga. In Raja Yoga, the little translation means self-discipline and practice. And with how to get to a Raja Yoga place in your practice is actually there's 8 limb pathways to get there. The first one is self-control. Second one is discipline. The third one is the physical exercise, which is called the asanas, which actually are the poses we do in yoga. Fourth is breathing exercises. Fifth is withdrawal of external objects. Number 6 is concentration. Number 7 is actually meditation, and the last one is complete realization. So those are actually the principles of Raja Yoga, and you get that within your practice. So Raja Yoga is actually like a grounded kind of practice. It keeps you grounded in yourself. So basically what I teach within my class is teaching you actually how to make space for yourself in your yoga practice. Work on the things you can do easily, which is fine with your body. And also working with things that you can do, but it takes you a little time to get there. And that's okay. As long as you're having a good time and having fun, that's all that matters. It's yoga. Come on now, let's have fun with it. So let's start with the practice. So this will be called Raja Yoga Foundation 1, where we just start the foundation of what a Raja Yoga practice is. So within my practice, I start with sitting in a comfortable position. This is okay for you. If it's not, sometimes we have tight hips. We can always use a pillow, a blanket, and also I usually bring like a block sometimes if my body's tight, and also a strap. If you don't have any of these things, you can also use a book to help you. You can also use I always, sometimes if I can't find my little strappy, if I misplace it, sometimes I'll use like a scarf that actually work, like a long scarf to use to help you get into the poses. So whatever you can have able at your house is actually you can use for your practice. So let's get started. So if your hips are tight, I always say take a little pillow, sit on it. To help elevate your hips, usually it tilts your hips forward, so it make more space for yourself, because sometimes it's very uncomfortable to sit in this position. And if this doesn't work well for you, you can always have your legs straight, which always works. That's a good way to start your practice. Or if you need a little bit more, you can open up a little bit for your hips, for practice. So if you're uncomfortable of sitting on your bum with your feet crossed, which is crisscross applesauce, as we like to say. So let's get started. So in Raja Yoga, let's focus on our breath. So breath is very important when it comes to yoga. In our breath, go at your own pace, because it actually is a practice to get to the breath that I am at. I've been doing yoga for since I was 18. I'm much older now, so it's been some time. So let's get grounded in our practice. So let's put our hands on our knees. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Hold. Exhale out. Let's feel our breath. You can put your hands on your belly. Take a nice deep breath in. Feeling your belly go in. Exhale. Feeling your belly get expanding out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. If you're a little bit uncomfortable, you can do this. Sometimes what I do, I like to close my eyes and get myself grounded into my practice. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out. 2 more breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Last breath. Deep breath in. Exhale out. So let's make a transition. So we're going to transition to hands and knees. You can either take your feet forward and bring them to the side, and gently bring onto your hands and knees. So when we're in this posture, because we're going to do cat and cow, we're going to make sure our hands are underneath our shoulders to grasp our foundation. Have our knees hip width on the floor, making a little space. So you can, have space within your hips for movement. If this is too uncomfortable, you can make adjustments. Maybe open up your hips a little bit if you're tight, or bring it in if that makes you more comfortable. Either you can have your feet tucked down or flat down. Doesn't matter, either one is good. Sometimes I like my feet tucked down so I can, stretch out my ball on my foot here to get a little bit extra more strength in that. So we're going to inhale our head up for cow pose. Exhale, gently round our back for cat. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale, round our back for cat. So what we're doing is warming up our bodies. Inhale, head up for cow pose. Exhale, bring it back for cat. 3 more times. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round her back. 2 more. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round her back. Last time. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round her back. All right, so let's drop it down. You can either drop it down here. If this is uncomfortable, you can always tuck your feet forward, go back to crisscross applesauce and sit on your bum to make yourself comfortable. We're going to roll out our wrists because sometimes if we're not used to being in pose, sometimes that can be very uncomfortable. So just take a little moment, give your wrists a little bit of love, and then we're going to go back to it. Sometimes we're not used to some of these poses, so let's take our time. So just massaging in your hands, getting those little crevices. Oh, that's so good. A little hand love. Just rubbing it in. So let's go transition back into our hands and knees. You can roll forward if your body allows you to. If not, it's quite all right. Just bring your feet to the side, back to hands and knees. So we're going to do a mini little flow to warm up our bodies. So in our flow, we're going to do head up for cow, exhale for cat. Then we're going to do head up again for cow, and then we're going to push it all the way back to child's pose. So we're going to warm up our bodies with this. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, head up. Exhale, push back to child's pose. So in our child's, you want kind of your feet to touch, sitting in between your legs. Hands straight forward, hands kind of lifting off of the ground. Holding it here. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Bringing it back up. Hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to inhale, head up for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale back up. Cow pose. Exhale, push back to child pose. Stretching it out. Taking a nice deep breath in. To our belly. Exhale out from our belly. 2 more times. We're going to bring it back up. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, bring it all the way back. Child's pose. Holding it here, taking a nice deep breath in to our belly. Exhale from our belly. We're just warming up our bodies nice and slow. Bring it back up. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale, push back. Child's pose. Holding it here. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Now on this last child pose, we're going to make it restorative. We're going to ball up our fist, put fist over fist, put our forehead to the fist, and bring it in. This is called restorative child's pose. So this is giving your arms a little break from holding it out. So we're going to hold it here for a couple breaths. We're going to deep breath in to the belly. Exhale out from the belly. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Bring it back up to hands and knees. So now we're going to add on to our flow here. We're going to inhale, head up, cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale our head back up. For cow pose, tuck our toes down slowly. So we're going to bring our hands up just one palm length up Tuck your toes down, bring it up to downward facing dog. So if this is too much for you for your down dog, you can always drop back down to your knees and hold it here if it's too much to hold up. So let's taking our time to downward facing dog. So in downward dog, let's work on the foundation of this pose. You want your hands to touch on the mat, hands spread it out. Your every fingertip a little bit like you're kind of like a cat holding yourself up. That's kind of how I explain it. And you want your feet tucked down, but if your feet or your knees are bent, that's okay. That means you're just working on getting your legs straight. That's okay. So if you're going to hold it here, taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop down to hands and knees. We're going to reset the child's pose. So open up your hips, bringing it back. Holding it here. If this is, your hands are kind of shaking, or like, it's too much. Ball up your fist. Fist over fist. Fist one. Put your forehead on your fist. And we're doing a restorative child pose. So we're still pretty much doing the same thing, but if you need a break, definitely take a break. It's your practice. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out. So we're going to go back to the hands and knees. We're going to inhale our head up. Exhale, round our back. Inhale, head up. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. And this time we're going to pedal. So pedal our knees from side to side. Taking our time. If this is too much, modification time. Bring it down to your knees and step back. You're doing the same thing. You're just doing it on your knees. And usually when you're on your hands and knees, make sure you keep your foundation, having your fingers underneath your shoulders. Doing the same thing. And just gently turning your head from side to side. Do a couple more. We're just opening up our body, taking our time. We should be getting a little bit warm in our body. Take a couple more breath cycles. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Drop down to hands and knees. Let's reset. Back on our bums. Giving ourselves a little bit of a break. Rubbing our hands out a little bit. Ooh, that feels good. Crack it. Crack, 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 crack. Love those noises. Means I'm working out the bed. Bring it in good. Also, let's rub our feet. Sometimes we need that too. These little muscle here is a very, very thin muscle. And this thin muscle does a lot of work for us. So let's get a little bit, digging in there. Yeah. Warming our feet up. Sometimes we need that. One of our most neglected body parts is our feet. So we don't like to touch them or look at them. So give your feet a little bit of love. It's yoga love. All right. So let's go back to our hands and knees, maintaining our foundation. Usually I try to bring people to this pose a lot because it's like, okay, if you're getting uncomfortable in one of your poses, you can definitely come back in this pose to reset your body, which is always one thing you want to do within your practice. What can I do to get myself back into my practice? I'm feeling uncomfortable, so this is one of them that is very helpful. So we're going to go back to our foundation, hands and knees, making sure your hands are always underneath your shoulders, your feet tucked down. So we're going to go back into that little flow again. Head up for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale for cat. One more time. Head up for cow. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Hold it here. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Drop it down to hands and knees. Let's add on. We're going to do Sunbird, one of my favorites. We're going to tuck our left foot back, my other left, and bring our right hand forward. We're going to inhale, exhale. This is like a core pose. Deep breath in, exhale out. One more time. Inhale, exhale, drop down. Let's get the other side. Taking our right foot like we're planting it on the wall. Left hand in front. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, drop it down. Reset ourselves. Maybe rolling out our wrist. Please take care of yourself. All right, so let's keep going. So we're going to inhale, hit up for cow. Exhale for cat. Deep breath in, hit up for cow. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. If your downward facing dog is getting on your nerves, you can go back to hands and knees. That's quite all right. Taking a nice big breath in here. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale back to hands and knees. Sunbird. Take your left foot behind you, right foot back. We're going to add on to our Sunbird. So we're going to do little pulses. We'll just do 3. 3, 2, 1. Switch. Take your right foot back, your left hand in front. 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Reset, child's pose. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring it all the way up. Slow and control. Going back on our hands and knees. We're going to add on to our flow here. We're going to inhale, hit up. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back up to cow. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Taking a breath in. Exhale, drop back to hands and knees. We're going to add a low lunge. So we're going to take our right leg, spread it through our hands. Now, if this is too much for you, you can always grab your blanket for your knee. Sometimes it's like, oh, I need a little cushion there. So you want to take your right knee in front of you. You're getting balance with it between your hips. You can either have your foot tucked down to help you with the balance between your hips, or your foot flat down, whatever's comfortable. Maybe have a block handy, or a set of books, or actually a couple pillows to help lift you up. So wherever you're at, you can either have your block down low, medium, or high range, wherever's comfortable for you within this pose. So we're going to hold it here. So you want, either this is okay for you. If you need a little more, you're flexible and able to, you can bring it up. So let's get the foundation of this. So what we're doing is we're pulling the muscle here and we're stretching the muscle in the back. So we're getting pulled in 2 different directions. So you just want to hold it here. If this is too much, you can always bring your hand down if that's okay for you. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Taking our time. Working ourselves back, bringing our leg back. Make a little adjustments. Maybe wiggle your hips a little bit. I like to do a little wiggle. Because, you know, like, ooh. My body. Let me listen to my body. Little wiggle there. All right, back to hands and knees. We're going to get that on the opposite side. So we're going to take our left leg, thread it through, lay it down. If you need a little bit of cushion on your knee, I do today. My knee's like, oh, we need a little cushion. So you want to, so let's work on our foundation on the opposite side. So you want to find space where you're at, where it's comfortable. Go where your hips tell you to go. Don't overdo it. That's the one thing people get discouraged with doing yoga. They be like, oh, I need to look like this. No, look like you. That's the greatest gift you can give yourself while doing your yoga practice. So go where your hips will allow you to, because you're stretching down that way and that way at the same time. So like I said, you can either have your toes tucked down or flat down, wherever's comfortable for you. Either you can hold it up here, if this is too much for you, you can grab your block, books, or pillows, whatever's comfortable for you, and hold it here. And take a couple breaths and hold it. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Drop it down. Taking our left to the right. Doing a little shimmy with our hips. Having a good time in your practice. Hopefully you are. Rolling out our wrists, because we need that. Doing a lot of work here. Like you're playing a piano. I always tell my students, look like you're playing a piano. Piano man. Rolling out your toes. Always feels good. So let's go back into that little flow again. So let's be grounded in our practice. So open up your hands, get some space in there, hold it down like you're a cat. That's your foundation for your hands underneath your shoulders. Making sure your legs are underneath your hips. You are hip width. You're not too crazy like this, but you are getting space within your hips, making it comfortable for yourself. Now we're going to inhale our head up. Exhale, round our back. Inhale, hip back up to cow pose. Tuck your toes down. Push back to downward facing dog. Holding it here, taking a breath. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Now we're going to transition to the low lunge. So either you can, if you have the space, you can bring your right leg to your legs up in front. Or if that's way too much, you ain't there yet, take your legs, go back to hands and knees, and gently bring it up. So wherever you are at today, so I'm going to take my right leg, thread it through, drop down my top knee, have it here. We're going to inhale, exhale, one more breath. Deep breath in, exhale, lower down, step it back. Reset child's pose. Make your child pose restorative. Ball up your fist, fist over fist. Bring your head back, holding it here, taking a rest breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's get 3 more in. Seems like we need it. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Bring it back up to hands and knees. We're going to inhale, head up for count. Exhale, round our back for count. Inhale our head back up for count. Exhale, tucking our toes down, bringing it back to downward facing dog. Taking a nice deep breath in. On our exhale, go into low lunge. Either you can drop down to your hands and knees and bring up your left foot. Or if you're already in downward dog and you have the flexibility, you can take your left and just bring it through your hands. Hold it here, bring it up. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. One more breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Back to hands and knees. We're going to reset child's pose. Make your child's pose restorative. Let's take these moments because we deserve them. We're working hard. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back up to hands and knees. Hopefully you're nice and warm because I am very toasty. With that little mini flow, we're going to sit on our bunks, making a transition. Getting a comfortable leg position. I'm going to sit on my pillow because that feels comfortable for me today. My hips are a little bit tight. All right, so we're going to get some twisting in. So we're going to take our block, if you have one, book or pillow, stack of pillows that you have. We're going to take our block, place it on our right hand side. Taking our right hand onto the block, taking our left up and bringing it over. Holding it here, taking a nice little twist. So if you're comfortable with your head, you can either, if it's too much for your neck, so this is fine, stay here. If it's too much, you can always have your gaze looking down, which is helpful. If you want a little challenge, you can always bring your head up. So today I'm going to have my head looking forward towards you today. That's what my gaze feel like today. So we're going to hold it here. If you have the flexibility, you can move your block, drop down to your elbows and bring it down. If not, grab your block. So today I'm gonna grab my block. Yeah, we'll make a challenge. Holding it here, deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up. Go on the opposite side. Taking our left hand down to the mat, bringing our right hand up, taking a nice deep breath in, exhale, bringing it over, getting all this lactic acid out of our body, taking a nice deep breath in, exhale out, inhale, exhale. It's quite all right if your hips lift up, that's quite okay. You're working in your poses and that's fine. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring it up. So let's roll our shoulders back. Feeling that, ooh, loosen that up. If it's not, it should be. We're rolling it forward. Having a party. With shoulders. Hey. Having a good time. So we're gonna inhale, arms up. Hold it here, flip your palms. Oh yeah. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let go, sigh out. Let's do that a couple more times. I always feel good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, flip your hands. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, flip your palms. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, side out. Let it go. Let's twist. So we're going to take our right hand onto our left knee. Take our left hand behind us, looking in the same direction as our twist. Holding it here. Twists are wonderful for yoga, especially for digestion. It's like I always say, twisting poses is like wringing out a dirty rag and getting all that out. So that's what it feels like. Taking a breath here. Exhale, twist your head opposite. Bringing all that out. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist the back. Inhale, arms up. Twist to the opposite side, making sure your left hand's on your knees and your right hand's behind you. Taking a nice deep breath in. Look in that same direction. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist your head behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist the back. Bringing your arms up. Exhale, bringing it down. Keeping ourselves rounded here. Maybe make a little adjustments in our hips. always a plus. A block on the side. So we're going to challenge yourself with our twist. So we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Last time. Inhale, head up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to the side. So we're going to bring our legs forward in our pose. We're going to do staff pose. Maybe you want to grab a strap or your scarf I said you can use. We're going to take it, wrap it around our feet, adjust it to the length that you are. Sitting up. So this pose is like a heart opener, so we don't go all the way. We want to go a little bit away, so we're just tilting our hips up just a little bit. Staff pose is definitely a heart opener, so you want to sit, elongate your spine, having your vertebrae stack up on each other, elongate it up. And on the exhale, you just gently fold forward, just a smidge, not a whole lot. I mean, I know we can, some people can go all the way down, but right now we're just going to do a little smidge going down just a little bit. Holding it here. If you are advanced, you can always, so go to the place that you are and then bring it back some. Because sometimes with this pose, we can overdo it and overstretch our backs. This can actually be very dangerous if you overstretch it. You're making it real elasticy. You want some movement, but just be mindful, because sometimes you can cause more lower back injuries with this pose. So just be mindful. Where you can go, just bring it back a little bit. Be mindful, making space in your body. So holding it here, taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's let it go. Rolling it all out, shaking from side to side. I like to do, I hear the music in my head. All right, so let's do some splits. So let's do a split. So we're going to hold our split for about 2 minutes. So, and let's talk about our foundation for a split. So if this is where you're at, stay here. If you need a pillow, lift up your pillows to help elevate your hips, tilt your hips a little bit forward to give you more space. Go wherever's comfortable for you. We're going to do the Chinese style yoga where you don't actually have your hips all the way out, but just a little bit to work on your posture. You can grab a block if you need it. You can grab a pillow to hold it. One of my favorite things to do, take a pillow, hold it here. Helps me out greatly when your body is tight. We're going to hold it for 2 minutes. So I got the counter going on. We're going to hold it for 2 minutes. All right, let's go. So we're holding it here. In this pose, because we're holding it for a good while, make sure to be mindful. Wiggle your toes. You don't want them to stiffen up. Wiggle your fingers, make little movements in here. Sometimes I like to adjust back and forth to give me some movement in my pose so I don't overdo it. So usually I like to wiggle my toes and give them a little piano break like you're dancing. So definitely enjoy this. This is actually very helpful to move it around. I'm gonna grab my pillow because I love having my pillow with this pose. I do. It's so comfortable. I'm like, So you can sit, 1 or 2 or 3 pillows if you need to stack them up and flip your hip forward. It's wonderful to do if you're very tight. Might want to have it up spicy or have it up tall. A high tap tall, a tall glass, I like to say, having it up, holding it here. And let's work on the breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. On your exhale, gently bring it up. Taking yourself, be mindful of your transitions. Rolling from side to side. Rolling out your feet, your legs. Making windshield wipers with the feet. Alright. So we're going to transition to one of everybody's favorite class poses. It's called horse pose or Savasana. Ooh, love me some Savasana. So where you just gently lay yourself on your back, having your feet hip width, having your hands 45 on the mat. Let's take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, sigh out. Yes, deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Sometimes with my horse pose, I like to take my hands on my belly and start that up. Oh yeah. Get relaxed here. Wiggling my toes. Windshield wiper my feet from side to side. Taking another deep breath in. Exhale out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale out. We're going to plant our right foot into the mat. Then our left. Gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Taking our time. Deep breathing into our belly. Sucking it in. Exhale. Slowing it out. Windshield wiper into our knees from side to side. All right, hold it here and steady. We're going to do a mindful baby back bend. We're going to take our time. Joining something called bridge pose. It's a modified back bend. So we're going to make sure our feet are hip width. Having your toes flat down. You want to bring your feet as comfortable as you can. Bring your hands to your side and gently take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, lift up your hips. So if this is where you're at, stay here. If you need a little bit more, if you're flexible, bring it all the way up. You want to have your shoulders kind of underneath. Be mindful of your head. I do have a pillow sometimes or a blanket underneath my head just to give it relaxation when I'm doing this pose. Having your hands flat down. If you're able to, if you can have them underneath. If you're able to move your body that way. If not, bring it down. And bring it down just a little bit if that's where you're at in your body. So we're taking a couple breaths in this pose. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Taking your time. Because it's me, I always say once is never enough. So to definitely do it again. So we're going to back to our foundation, laying our toes down, being grounded into the mat, having our hands flat down, being grounded into the earth, taking a nice deep breath in. On our exhale, lifting up our hips, taking a deep breath in, exhale out, inhale, exhale. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, gently lowering down our hips. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Taking our time. All right, front and center our feet. We're going to take our right foot in the air and our left foot up in the air. Bringing our hands straight up. We're going to work on our abs just for a little bit. We're going to hold it here. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale. If this is too much, you can be this way too. This is a modification of that pose. You can have it here, 90 degrees, if this is comfortable for you. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. You're having your head flat on the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. That's firing up your core. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. So we're going to bring our legs together, drop our knees down to one side, doesn't matter. Bring our hands to a letter T. Move my mat so we can be a letter T. Hands letter T, knees to the side. So drop your knees over to the left or right, wherever you're at, doesn't matter. Holding it here, having your head looking straight up. Taking a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, twisting your head to the opposite side of your knees, holding it here. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, twisting your knees to the opposite side. Bring your head looking straight up again. Hands to letter T. Taking a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, twisting your head opposite side of your knees. Holding it here. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, dropping the knees up. All right, put your feet out. Bring your hands to your side. Wiggling your toes. Wiggling your fingers. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Oh yeah, sounds good. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Last time. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Hold it here in our Savasana, in our corpse pose. Bringing our mind down from our practice, thanking ourselves and our bodies. What we did today. You did an awesome, amazing job with your practice, no matter where you're at. You did yoga today. You showed up for yourself, and that's all that matters. You made space for yourself and time. That matters. That is part of being a Raja Yoga. That's the foundation. Let's get a little comfortable in our Savasana. Holding your hair, wiggling our feet and our fingers. Closing our eyes. Bringing our breath into our regular breath from our yoga breath. Breathing comfortably for your body, listening, responding. Taking a moment here. Planting your right foot into the mat, and then your left foot into your mat. Taking your right hand above your head. Gently roll over to your right hand side and bring yourself on up. If you need a longer Savasana, go ahead and take it. This is going to be the end of our practice. If you need more, go back into that. You can ignore me, turn this off, and stay in Savasana. It's quite all right. We're going to inhale our hands up. Exhale, Bring our hands to heart center. Ground ourselves back into like the beginning where we started. We say something in yoga, it's namaste. A little translation means the God in me bow down to the God in you. If you feel comfortable saying it, you can say it. If you don't have to, you don't have to. It's up to you. So we'll take a nice deep breath in and we say namaste. I appreciate the time that you spent with me in our practice. I quite enjoy it. I want to say have a beautiful day, my beautiful people, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.